Hello and welcome to Colin's Yarn Magic. This week's project is this lovely little mini mitten. Now this can be used to hang on your tree. You can even pop a little chocolate inside of it. It's completely 3D. The thumb is made first and then we'll make part of the mitt and we'll join in the round. This one here is made with some double knit and the rest are made with Lion brand cotton yarn. The only difference is the double knit is slightly smaller. Same with, I'm using yarn under technique. It's just a preference thing. However, this one is made with yarn over, and there's no size or really any difference at all. It's completely down to preference. Okay, so you're going to need a 3mm crochet hook, your chosen yarn, a stitch marker, some white for the cuff, and we'll begin. Alright, so we're going to start your thumb with whatever yarn you've chosen, working a magic ring of 6 single crochet. Okay, so make your magic ring of 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so pull your magic ring closed and we will begin round 2. This round, the pattern is increase single crochet 1. So you have 6. At the end of this round, you should have 9 stitches. Into the first stitch, work your increase stitch, so that's 2 single crochet in that stitch. Place your stitch marker in. So it's increase single crochet 1, and you do that 3 times. Increase, one, increase, and 1. Okay, so round 3, we're going to work a full round of single crochet. However, we're working in the front loop only. So you can see you have your little V here. You're going under that front loop, and you're going to work 9 single crochets, 1 in each stitch. 9 front loop only, single crochet. Round 4, we're just working 1 single crochet around, working under both loops this time. So go under both loops of your V and work 1 single crochet in each stitch around. When you get to the end of this round, we have to work an invisible fasten off, so you'll need some scissors and a darning needle for the next part. Before you finish this round, please double count that you have 9 stitches. The stitch count is quite important for this pattern. So yeah, just double count that you've got 9 single crochet. And when you've come to the end of the round, cut your yarn away, thread that on to your darning needle. We're going to do an invisible fasten off, okay? So you can see this is the stitch where we finished. Skip 1. Through this stitch here, place your sewing needle under both those stitches, loop, sorry, and pull through. Now this replicates the V in the middle, so that now becomes the left loop, the front loop, sorry. And now you're going to come back on yourself, make sure, can you see that I'm trying to trace this loop here with the yarn. So once it comes to the same point as where you began, which is there, into that stitch and the back bump. So you can see here's a back loop, and you have this little bump also at the back. So push your sewing needle through both those little loops, and that makes your invisible fasten off, okay? And then we'll just double count that we have 9 stitches. So this will be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so before you finish this round, place your working yarn a couple of stitches lower, but make sure that it's through a large gap because we need to use this wool later on. So make sure it's right through, don't have it snagged on anything. Once you've popped that through, you can put it to the side. We need this for later on. When we join the thumb and the mitt together, there's 2 stitches here left unworked, and that tail we used to sew it closed. Okay, so now we're going to begin the mitt. Regrab all your materials and we'll start again. The mitt part begins the same with a magic ring of 6 single crochet. Okay, so pull your magic ring closed. Round 2, we start with an increase in every stitch, making 12 stitches at the end of this round. Into each single crochet, you're going to work 2 single crochets. Okay, so continue working your increase stitch around. Round 3, we're going to work an increase and then single crochet 1. So increase in the first stitch, and 1 single crochet in the next. Increase 1, that's the repeat, all the way around, single crochet increase, single crochet 1. Okay, I'll get you at the end. Round 4 is a full round of front loop only single crochet. So just working under the front loop, 1 full round of single crochet. So that will be 12 at the end of this round. 12 front loop only single crochet. Continue to do that and I'll get you at the end. Okay, round 5, we're going to repeat that. We're going to work another full round of front loop only single crochet. So that's 4 and 5 front loop only single crochet. Okay, so do that all the way around and I'll get you at the end. So after you've done your 2 rounds of front loop only, you're going to work a full round of normal single crochet through both loops, and you're going to do that for 3 rounds. So round 6, 7 and 8 are a full round of single crochet. You don't slip stitch and chain 1, you're just continuing in your spiral. 1 single crochet for 3 whole rounds, and I'll get you after those, okay? Okay, so after those 3 full rounds of single crochet, we're going to join your thumb, okay? So working 1 stitch from the mitten part, work 1 single crochet. Pop that stitch marker straight back in. Now bring your thumb up, okay? So where you did your fasten off, leave those in at this side, your right hand side where they join, into that next stitch there. Pick up, so insert your hook into the thumb and work a single crochet 1 and single crochet 2. So it's 1 from the mitt, 2 from the thumb. Now we're going to do an invisible decrease. So into the front loop only of the next 2 stitches, you're going to put your hook under those. So go under the first, reach over, go under the second front loop only, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's an invisible decrease. We're now going to single crochet 3. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so at this point, the easiest way to do this pattern is to count backwards on yourself. So the next part of the pattern is 7 decrease 7. So make sure you've got enough stitches to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be your decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pop your needle into that stitch just for a moment. Pick back up your thumb and you're going to skip a stitch. Oh, so you're going to skip this stitch here in the middle, go into that one, insert your hook into that stitch and work 7 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And we're going to do an invisible decrease again. So pick up, go under both those front loops, pull through the first 2 and then yarn over, pull through the last 2. 7 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so our second round after joining the thumb, we're going to work straight into the one that's marked. So beginning here, 3 single crochets. 1. We're now onto the thumb. So here's where you're going to do your decrease. So that was 1, 2, and 3. So your decreases are always at this side and that side. So if you do lose count, you can just try and make your decreases in these 2 stitches that you can see there and there. Okay, so that was 3 decrease. So pick up your loops, pull through the first 2, yarn over and pull through it. You're next going to work 2 single crochet that's on the thumb. Okay, and again, just to keep yourself right, and for this funny round where we join, you're going to count back. It's 7 decrease 6 this time. So 3, 6, your decrease, 3, 6, 7. So you're going straight into that first stitch there and work 7 decrease 6. Seven decrease, and 6. 6 single crochet to end this round. At this point, we're going to stop and we're going to sew the little gap closed. So grab your darning needle, place your, do you remember the tail that you placed a few stitches down? We're going to reuse that again. Okay, so bring this back up to these skip stitches. Okay, so I'm coming back up to the top here. And now we have 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to use that loop there and the front loop of the one across from it. And pull through it. And then do the opposite. So you're going to come from this side, under that loop, push away, and then catch that last one. Just pop that right through to the mitt side, and we'll leave this loop for later. That just secures your thumb on. And now we'll continue. Okay, so we're on round 3 after the join. The repeat single crochet 3 first. So 1, 2, and 3. Decrease. And 7 decrease 6. So single crochet 7, work your decrease, then work 6. Work your decrease, and then 6 single crochet. Okay, so the next few rounds get a little bit easier because we're not working over 2 separate parts now. Okay, so the repeat is beginning with 2. 1, 2, decrease, okay, and now this part is 7 decrease 5. So 7 single crochet, decrease, then work 5. decrease, 5. Okay, so the last round using your main colour before we switch to white, the repeat starts with 2. Okay. 1, 2, decrease, and then it's 6, decrease 4. 1, 2, and 6, decrease, 4. And again, we're going to invisible fasten off. So when you've finished this round, cut your yarn away, remove your stitch marker, thread onto your needle, and work your invisible fasten off. Okay, so you skip 1, go into the next stitch, push away from yourself, trace that line, then come back on yourself, make sure it comes to a nice point, and then go through the back loop and that back bump, push away from yourself. Okay, so just make a little knot, a couple of stitches maybe below, you can just do a little knot to secure. Okay, and now we're going to work the cuff in white, or whatever colour you fancy. Okay, so for placement of the cuff, to make sure that your little hanger is in line with your decreases, you're going to work 1 stitch, so you can see that these 2 would be a decrease if we continued. So you're going into the stitch before that, grab your white yarn and chain 2. 1, 2. Into that same stitch, you're going to work a 3 yarn over puff stitch. So yarn over, even if you used yarn under for this part is always yarn over. Okay, so yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Again, yarn over, into the same stitch, pull up a loop. Again, same stitch, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through 5. So yarn over and pull through, leaving 2 loops left, yarn over, pull through 2. You're going to repeat that all the way around, minus the chain 2. Okay, so into your next stitch, working over that little tail, yarn over, insert your hook. Make sure you're over the tail, or under the tail, sorry, so that it will keep that nice and secure. Yarn over 1, yarn over 2, yarn over 3, pull through 5, pull through 2. Repeat 3 yarn over puff stitch, and then pull through, leaving 2 unworked, yarn over, pull through 2. So do your 3 yarn over puff stitch all the way around, and when you get to the end, stop and I'll show you how to do the little hanging part. So 3 yarn overs, pull through all, leaving 2 unworked, and then complete that stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2. Continue to do that all the way around, and I'll get you the end of the cuff. Okay, so after working your very last puff stitch, you're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 2 from the beginning. Okay, and then 1 more slip stitch to get to the thumb decrease. Okay, now you're going to chain 18 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Oh. And then come to the base where you just slip stitched and chained into, so into the same stitch, and work a slip stitch. Okay, when you've pulled through those 2 loops like so, keep it on your hook, cut the yarn away, and pull through. Then into the base again where you where you began, pop your hook from the back to the front. Okay, grab that loop, or grab that yarn, sorry, and pull it to the back side of your work, and then grab your darning needle. Okay, so you would just give it a little part through like so. Oh, and then you can cut it away, and that's your little so that's your little mitten done now. Okay, so these are so cute, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all your support throughout the year. This may be my last video of this year. I need to let my hands get a rest. My rheumatoids are really painful just now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.